Yeah, it's obviously been an unusual, in some ways difficult week. However, I feel our guys are in good spirits as best they can. We had a really good practice today, and I think they're learning the lessons that Coach Withers has impressed upon them. That the program is bigger than any one person, and they're obviously disappointed. A lot of guys really felt very strongly and had a lot of love for Coach Withers, and I think that showed on Twitter last night, that it was all positive and just effusive praise and thank yous for what he meant to them as a man, and then that will continue for the rest of their lives. But at the end of the day, we understand. Might not agree, but we understand, and we have a job to do this week, and that's to try to go win a football game.
Thank you very much, Coach. Our first questions come from Dan McDonald with The Advocate. Dan, please go ahead.
Good morning, Coach. I know it's been a frantic few days for you. What's sort of been the first orders of business that you want to try to get done in this short amount of time?
Well, first, Dan, first, middle, and last order of business is to take care of our players, always. And everything we do, we wouldn't have jobs if it wasn't for them. And they need us more than ever right now. A lot of guys are really hurting, and a lot of guys are confused and a little bit, rudderless. And that's my job, is to step in and try to get everybody on course and provide leadership and provide stability. And that's what we're trying to do. We had a really good session today, and we'll try to get a little bit better tomorrow.
Y'all were able to keep Troy out of the end zone on Saturday, a very good offensive football team. What was sort of the key to that for you, and what can you take forward to this last week?
The key is we got good players that that did their job, and they executed a game plan that was designed to put them in positions, but demand that they make the plays. We really weren't trying to fool anybody. We knew Troy was explosive. We knew they did an awful lot of things on offense. So, I've always believed that the more an offense does, the less you have to do on defense, because mistakes will hurt you worse than physical play, in my opinion. So we wanted to do that as coaches and eliminate that piece of it and just put our guys in position and then believe in them and get them to believe in themselves that they could go play. And they did that. And we always pride ourselves on trying to be circumstance blind and just go play. Wherever they spot the ball, however it got there, we just want to go play, and our guys did that.
Your guys have a chance to be a spoiler of sorts possibly in this race. Is that any kind of motivation, or is it just all about yourselves this week?
Yeah, no, not at all. It's all about ourselves. It's about being the best you can be and being the best we can be as a program and feeling good about ourselves going into the off season. And whatever happens after that. But all we can control is tomorrow and the next day, and then when we get to Saturday, we'll try to control that one. So we got a good team coming in. We understand that, and this has been the toughest stretch of the season in these last 3 weeks, which is great. And trying to get our team to fire on all cylinders and just play our best game in Week 12.
You mentioned that tough stretch. Even though you're in the West, you happen to have played the last 2 weeks the two teams that are going to play for the East title. Without picking a winner, what do you expect out of that game?
I have no idea. It's tough to say. I mean, we never play that schedule game. Well, they A beat B and B lost to C, so C's going to lose to A. You never know. College football that's the beauty of it. That's why you play every game. And we didn't play so good against one of them, and I thought we played pretty good defensively against the other one. So it's hard to really gauge that. I don't feel like we held up our end of the bargain against App State and really felt what they are. They're a really good team, but I don't feel like we played our best. So it's hard to say, but I'm not really concerned about that one.
Appreciate it, Coach.
Sure.
Thank you, Dan, and thank you, Coach, for joining us. That's all the questions we have for you today. We do appreciate it.
Thank you. Appreciate it.